Okay, so today we're going to look at how do we reference journal articles. All right, so I'm here, I'm writing my essay. I have included a passage that I paraphrased from a journal article, and now I need to reference it, but I don't know how to do this. So the first thing I need is obviously the actual journal article. So this is the article that I'm using, that passage of my essay, and this is the article that I'm going to reference. So I've reached the point where I need to include an in-text reference. If I'm using Microsoft Word, I go here on the toolbar at the top and I find the references section. I click on there and then I check the style. At CSU, the style we're using is APA 6th edition. So before you do anything, check that we've got the right edition in there. Otherwise, your reference is not going to be according to the requirements of the university. So we check APA 6th edition and click on Insert Citation. Add new source. I haven't referenced anything in this essay yet. Okay, so then this box will appear, and the first thing I need to do is choose the type of source. I can't have a book anymore because it will ask me for things like publisher and city that are not relevant for a journal article. So I need to make sure I select journal article. And then we have the author's names. Some students just go in and put the author's name straight in here. That can be a bit tricky if you have more than one author, or if you might end up putting the family name where the first name should be, and then your reference is all going to look incorrect. The easiest way to solve that problem is just clicking here on Edit, because then it opens this other box that actually asks you for the last name, the first, and the middle name if the author has a middle name. You don't put in initials here, you actually put the name. So if I look at my article, the first name I have is Marion Engin. Marion is going to be the first name, Engin the family name. That will come in the right order. And that comma shows that I have two different authors here. So let's start with Marion. Marion is the first name. So if I have my essay open here, I will go first name, Marion. What was the author's last name again? Engin. So we put that in the last name. What about the middle name? Well, there isn't one. I just leave it blank and click in Add. Now, I also have another author, and that is Senin Donanchi. Let's put that name there. This first one here is the first name. So, first name, E-N-E-M, and last name was Donanchi. Let me double check that I have the correct spelling. Donanchi, N and M, yep. And then I click in Add. I have the two names. I can click in OK. You will see here how Word already has the comma, the semicolon to separate different authors, how to separate family name from first name. You don't have to worry about this. All you have to do is click on Edit and add as many authors as you have. Now, these are the two that I have, so I can cancel that. It's done. Now, because it's a journal article, it's asking me here for the title. The title is the title of the article, not the journal. The journal will come later. See in here? So the title of the article is Dialogic Teaching and iPads in the AP Classroom. I'm just going to type this there. Dialogic Teaching and iPads in the EAP Classroom. And iPads in the EAP Classroom, I'll double check. in the AP Classroom. Yep, that's correct. Now, the only capitalized words in here are the first word. That's the rule. That's the general rule. Now, if I have an acronym like EAP or an abbreviation, you might end up having it all in capital letters, or like iPads, we know we need to put the pad part with a capital P. Every other word goes into small letters. And then we have the journal name. What's the journal name? That's this big name over here, Computers and Education. If you're not sure, you can find it here as well. You can find it at the top or the bottom of the pages. It's Computers and Education. So we put that there. Computers and Education. What's the year? That's in here, 2015. The pages are not the pages that you might be quoting. Here we put the pages of the article, 268 to 279. 268 to 279. Now, because this is a journal article, I'll actually click here on Show All Bibliography Fields because I want to add the volume and the issue. So I have all the required sections here, the required fields, but I want to add the volume if the article has a volume and a number. With Computers and Education, we see we have 88. That's the volume. There is no other number for issue, so we leave that blank, but we put 88 for volume. You don't need to worry about anything else. It's just these two, volume and issue. And then I can click on OK. And we're done. See how Word just created that in-text reference for you with the ends, the comma, the brackets, everything. The only thing I need to do now is put a full stop to finish my sentence. Now, once I have finished writing that essay, so every time I need to include an in-text reference, I go and insert citation and add a news source. Obviously, if it's a news source. If I'm using Engin and Donanchi again, you just need to click here and it will keep repeating that same entry for you. Now, once you're done with writing your essay, you need your end of text reference. And that comes up if we click here in bibliography. So we're back to references, but not insert citation anymore. We're in bibliography. If you click in bibliography, the first one will work, and you have it here. So Word will create the reference, the end of text reference entry for you. The only thing you have to do is click on bibliography and actually change that into reference list. In APA, we don't talk about bibliography. Bibliography is something else. That doesn't matter for us right now. It's a reference list. And then you're done.